Hello and welcome everyone. I am Victoria back again with a pick a card video for you all, and I'm super excited for this one because it just came through to me like you guys need to learn about what kind of spirits or what kind of beings you're working with right now, why they're working with you, why they're supporting you on your journey, what message they want to send you, and yeah, to somehow get to know each other. And hopefully, once you do, then you can connect with them and get closer to them and create a stronger bond. I feel like your bond is already very strong with these beings. That's why they're helping you. But by knowing that they're there and they're assisting you, you can use their assistance more in a better way. Anyway, yeah, this is long intro, I guess. We have 3 groups here today, group number 1, 2, and 3. So we're picking from the same exact looking card. Just focus on the energy. Somehow you will be shown which card is for you and then move on to your part of the video. Now, some of you might feel drawn to only one group. Some of you might feel drawn to several groups. Whatever you feel drawn to, that's what the message is to you. That's what you're working with. You can be working with a lot of beings, or you can be working with only a few. Everyone is different. At different times of our lives, we're going to be working with different beings, and we're going to be working with like a different number, I guess, of them as well. So at some point, you might be working with many, but then only some might be left in your arsenal of helpers. Anyway, I'm going to shut up, and I'll see you in your group. Bye. Hello, group number 1. You guys are the dragon group. Dragons. Dragons are the ones that are assisting you, either one or several, and are around you and helping you right now. Now, I brought through this. Every group has their own figure, but I don't have a dragon figure at home or anywhere. So I felt like I had to take the butterfly and use it, which there might be a deeper reason for this. It's possible that your dragon companion and helper is communicating with you with butterflies in some kind of way. So if you ever go out into nature and see butterflies, then that might be some kind of sign from your dragon guides. And I'm saying guides because I really feel like for you guys, the dragons are your guides. So yeah, look out for butterflies. Even when you see pictures of butterflies online, that also could be some kind of signal. If you see drawings, anything butterfly related, it could be some kind of signal from your dragon friend. Anyway, you got the bluebell and the cornflower to help us understand how they're helping you. But before I talk about the cards, I want to say that the spirit of the dragons showed me that a big reason they're there helping you is something related to transformation and to very deep emotions. So they showed me a person kind of feeling like being enveloped in water. It was like a flower that was closing up and the water was closing in, but then it felt like it was bursting and changing. So through these crazy bursting times, your energy itself is most likely very strong, a lot of high energy. So maybe you've had times when you've had a hard time even controlling it. So it might be that they're helping you with that as well. But there's something about deep emotions there too, a very deep emotional nature of yours. So there's something there in a way that they're helping you with. Anyway, the bluebell is talking about asking for help, being independent. So maybe you're the type of person that feels like you need to do things by yourself, but the dragons are somehow helping you understand that you don't need to do things by yourself. We are all here together for a reason, to help each other. We are all part of the puzzle, and if you're trying to be the only piece in the puzzle, that doesn't make sense. It would be like just seeing this little part here, like this little part here of the card, and you're wondering, what is that? What does that mean? Or like this part. Yeah, you can kind of see maybe it's a book, but it could be something else. So somehow they're helping you understand that you need others. It's not just that you need others, it's that we all came here together. We're co-creating together. So it just makes sense for us to work together. And that when the storm comes, oh, this is really coming through very strongly. When the storm comes, you're not alone. They are there for you. And you can always ask them for help and assistance with whatever you need. But you also have people around you, and there'll always be a way. Maybe you've noticed this in your life. When a crisis hits, somehow someone comes out of nowhere and they help you out somehow. Also, with the cornflower here, kind of again, it's in a way confirming what I felt before with a very strong energy. So you have a very strong and unique energy, and you do stand out. When you shine your light, like your pure light. So I'm not saying like pure, like you're just perfect. I mean, you're just being yourself, and you're not worried about offending anyone or overshadowing anyone. You're not worried about anything, about what others will think about you. You're just confident, and you're being yourself, and you're shining. When you're doing that, you have a very strong presence, and you're very unique. People notice you, and some people love you. Others probably don't like you very much. And of course, there's always the neutral people. But because of that, you might have felt like you need to dim yourself so that you aren't as noticed, so you're not as noticeable. But the dragons are trying to teach you that this part of you that makes you noticeable, that makes people notice you and come to you, it's there for a reason. They're trying to help you embrace this part of yourself. They're trying to help you be in your full potential, basically. Because when you're shining your light fully, when you're confident, you're in your full potential. But when you're not, you're always doubting yourself or something else. You're never gonna get to where you can get to, if that makes sense. Let's check out what tarot cards came through. So we have the Page of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Magician. Oh, the Page of Cups plus the Magician, really re-seeing that image of the water and the transformative nature of it. It kind of speaks to about you as well. You're a transformer. Not like the movies and toys, but maybe. You transform things around you, you transform yourself deeply, and by being able to transform yourself so deeply, you can transform everything around you, like completely. That's why you're also so noticeable when you're in your full potential, when you're shining your full light, because you are just very strong, very transformative, and people notice that, people see that, people feel it. And some people are very scared of it, most likely, and will avoid you like the plague. And some people will be so drawn to you because they want change, and they can feel that you can bring change, and they want to be there next to you. And maybe it's not exactly for them to be right there next to you right at that moment, but they're gonna try anyway. So if you ever felt like you were in that kind of situation, then this is why. But it really does feel like they are helping you understand yourself and your powers and your potential. Again, there's a lot about your potential. You don't understand your full potential, so they're there to help assist you to start diving into it, to start understanding it, because you might think that just diving into spirituality itself and understanding it more is like, yeah, that's it. There's nothing more. But when it comes to you yourself, there's much, much more to discover. And yeah, I feel like this kind of excitement that to discover all of this. The Six of Pentacles is very interesting. There's something about giving, of course. Giving. It's the abundance cycle. You are giving them something and they're giving you something as well. They're giving you knowledge and you're giving them something else, or you've done something for them before, or it's that they're giving you and after that you're gonna give to the world. So kind of like what I'm doing now, they're giving me this information and I'm relaying it to you. So, you know, I technically I take and I give. I don't keep it for myself. You know, instantly continuing the abundant cycle. I'm abundant in information. I'm giving you the information. Then maybe you're going to share it with someone else, or you're going to start realizing yourself and sharing something else. But there's a lot about this kind of cycle and continuing it properly and not keeping things stuck. So maybe sometimes they help you get unstuck if you're in a position where the easiest example is money. When you're trying to save, but you're not supposed to be saving. What's the point of having all that money saved up? Money is there to be used to create some kind of opportunities or adventures, something to create, to do things with. But when people save constantly, it's just stuck. It's stuck energy. Just like if something is stuck in your energy field, you will feel some kind of pain. Imagine when you think about money that way, so many people saving like so much in their bank accounts. It's like they're making it worse for themselves. I don't know. I feel like this is not, maybe it's relevant since I'm talking about it, but it feels like, ooh, there's a whole can of worms to open up there. But yeah, again, a lot about your potential, a lot about your magical powers, your abilities, and just helping you believe more in yourself as well, helping you be confident, helping you find all of the pieces and understand that you're not the only piece of the puzzle. There's many other pieces and you have to gather them. We all have to gather together, connect with each other. Even you watching this video, we're connecting right now. You're watching me channel through this information, so we're connecting. So we're starting to connect the puzzle, which is awesome, right? Let's make a pretty one. Anyway, I want to see now any advice they have for you. So we have King here, the King of the Fairies. Again, there's that feeling, power. Step into your full potential, your power. Have determination. There's something about determination. You're not as determined as you could be because you doubt yourself or you feel like you're lacking something, but you're not lacking anything. You're not lacking in anything. You have everything that you need. You're powerful. You're so powerful. Looking at the cards and feeling the energy, this is the powerful group. The groups that everyone who is watching this, you have powerful energy. You have commanding energy. You're probably here to be some kind of leader in some kind of way. So again, step into this potential that you have and don't be scared of it. Don't be scared to be the king. It's okay to be a ruler. It's okay to be a leader. I feel like there's some kind of villainization sometimes about leaders and kings, but it's not about the role. It's about what you do in it. Yeah. We have karmic relationships. Ooh, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. I feel like they're strongly recommending you to look at your relationships, and especially the ones that feel very polarizing, that had a lot of potentially conflict in them, and that were just harder relationships. They want you to know that yes, those are most likely some kind of karmic relationship. those are happening for a reason. They're happening to teach you something. And if you still have not learned from them, and if this card is coming through, it means that there's still things to learn from them. Then you should consider possibly, potentially diving into figuring it out in some kind of way. The way that feels best for you. Just thinking about it, journaling, talking to someone about it. Can be many other things too. Something that works very well for me sometimes is I, let's say, read stories, and then when I see the character, I say, oh, wait, that kind of reminds me of me. So if that's how I am, then wow, maybe this is how I affected other people. Maybe this is what I can do to be better, to grow. So yeah, that's something you could do. I don't know. Just a suggestion. We also have Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor. See the light by staying grounded. Yeah, they're reminding you that you need to stay grounded because of all of this high energy, and I feel a very big influx of energy within you, especially in the last few years. You felt it, I'm sure. I mean, that's probably why some of you had your awakening, and maybe that's what led you to looking into spirituality more, etc. But they want you to remember that you need to stay grounded. Don't stay up in space. Don't stay up in the clouds. Try to ground that energy as much as possible. If you feel it's right for you, try to do grounding meditations every morning if you can, evening. Probably morning is best, kind of gets you ready for the day. But as someone who's not very good at keeping that up, I understand if you can't do it, but it would be very beneficial. At least when you're feeling like you're a bit in the clouds, you're spacing out, or like you're thinking too much about certain things, or you're some of you might even be feeling pain or just a lot of energy coming through you. Just try to ground yourself and know that this is part of the experience, and by grounding, things will get better. It will get easier, and the energy won't feel as too much. And if any of you are getting a bit anxious, getting scared, etc., that will be eased as well. But yeah, remember, you are very old. You're very old souls. That's why you have dragon companions and helpers and guides, because you're old souls. You're literally ancestors. Feels like the dragons are the ancestors of everyone here on Earth. So remember that, and know that there's a reason that you have this guide. Maybe in a past life, you could have been a dragon yourself. Or you hold the dragon energy right now. We also have White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed right now. Ooh, and that's bringing us back here to the Karmic Relationships card. It's possible that, yes, if you have had some rocky relationships with your family, again, there's a reason. It's coming through for different reasons. I can feel that for some of you, it's just like karma, just karmic relationships. For some of you, it's ancestral trauma, ancestral karma, potentially. For some of you, it's both, but it's coming through, so it's a good idea to try to connect with that. Try to connect with your roots as well. Look into where you're from, or whatever your roots are, and what kind of dragon stories there are there, because every culture kind of has, and every place has different stories about dragons. So it would be interesting for you to find out more about yourself somehow with those stories. So try to read between the lines, try to see the signs, figure out what information is for you. You're very intelligent, and That's it, intelligence, reading between the lines. So you can figure all of these signs out yourself. And if you can't, again, we're all here together to help each other. Ask someone, or maybe even leave a comment if you have any kind of sign that maybe someone can interpret it. Not me, someone else. You never know. Not me. Oh, that was funny. Anyway, we also have the Cosmic Diamond. Oh, so many cosmic cards. Spread hope and joy and illuminate the world. This is all of our jobs here, isn't it? Spread hope, spread joy, spread our light. Be yourself, be confident, be true to yourself. Don't worry about what others would think. Don't worry about offending anyone. Don't worry about all of that stuff. Just be yourself. Be yourself. Be free to be yourself. And when you are doing that, you're shining. You're shining. You're affecting others. I told you several times, group number 1, you have a very strong energy. You just need to be yourself, and you're affecting people. You're helping people. Some are not going to react in a positive way. That doesn't mean that you're not positively affecting them. Please remember that. That's very, very, very important. Just because someone is reacting negatively to you or saying something negative to you doesn't mean that you did something wrong, doesn't mean that you're not positively affecting them. It's just their way of reaction to it. It's like some people see a spider and they're like, oh, cool, spider. Some people see a spider and they're like, ah, kill it, someone kill it. I'm getting out of here. It's just everyone's reaction is different to it. So the spider didn't want to scare us, but some people get super scared. Some people think, oh my God, this is like the coolest thing ever. We also have open your heart. Love yourself and dare to be vulnerable. Love yourself. Part of why you're having trouble just being in your center and expressing yourself fully is probably because you doubt yourself so much and you don't give yourself the love that you deserve. Be honest with yourself, group 1. Do you love yourself fully? Is everything that you do during your day, during your life, showing you the love you have towards yourself? What kind of food are you eating? What things are you doing? When do you go to sleep? That one is for me. Ask yourself all these questions, and when you start figuring it out, you'll start figuring out what you can do to give yourself and show yourself more love and be vulnerable. That's part of it as well. Not being able to be vulnerable. We're scared to show our true potential to people, and we're not vulnerable with them. So we tense up. And in some kind of way, our reaction is different to what our reaction would be when we are just being our true selves. And you can be your true self. Don't be scared to be vulnerable with people. Their reaction doesn't matter. The spider doesn't care if we scream or not. Maybe it cares if someone kills it or not, but yeah, that's a whole other thing. And here we have Fairy of Fantasy. Oh, that's a really beautiful one. You have a huge appetite for life, so explore the pathway that is right for you at this time. You have so many opportunities out there for you. You have so many options for you, and you just have such a bright future ahead of you. Your dragon friends want you to know that. Do what makes you happy, because anything that makes you happy, anything that makes you excited, anything that you're passionate about, all of those are things that you can use to bring through more of your light here, to bring through more of your true energy. And all of those are things that will help you affect the whole world in some kind of way as well. Explore, have fun, enjoy. And the last card I have for you, Group 1, Fairy Voyage. As a child of power, you can bring joy and purpose to the world. And we can get a mic drop here because, yeah, I feel like that encapsulates things quite well. You are a powerful child, a powerful soul, a powerful being. Your purpose here is to be happy and to bring joy. When you are happy and joyful, you bring that to the world and you make the world a more happy and bright place. Even if, again, the people around you react negatively to your joy, that doesn't mean they're not positively affected, and that doesn't mean that other people aren't positively affected. So focus on you and your happiness. Anyway, Group 1, I hope you enjoyed this. Connect with your dragons. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought about that. I'm sure that most of you probably already felt very drawn to dragons and maybe already knew that you had a dragon companion, but this way you got to learn more about them maybe and why they're in your life. Anyway, whatever it is, let me know in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, and if you're interested in a personal reading, details of how you can contact me are down below in the description. Anyway, I hope you have an amazing day, Group 1. Bye! Hello, Group number 2, the spirits helping you. As you can guess here, what I have in my hands are fairies. So fun, and it was so amazing connecting with their energy. It was so fun and just joyful, and a joyful experience. And that is what they are here for you, to help you experience more happiness, more joy, to laugh more. What they wanted me to tell you is that every time you laugh, they're there. Every time you smile, they're there. Every time you're having fun, they are there. They're there supporting you, and they are also amplifying the energy of this joyful experience, of this happy moment. So I don't know when they've arrived in your life. It could be recent, or they could have been with you from the start of your life even. But if recently you've noticed that your joyful moments have been even more happy, more joyful, you've been laughing more, it could be because the fairies recently came and started to help you really much more on this. But for some of you, again, they may have just been there most of your life. Assisting you and helping you to have more fun. And yeah, another thing that they showed me was that they're trying to connect you more with plants, with the earth, and with nature, and with flowers. I don't know why flowers in particular. It's like, it kind of felt like they're throwing flower energy into your face. Like, come on, please, flowers, flowers. So it's just a suggestion, but if you bring flowers into your home, I feel like that can up the energy and make you happier, and bring in even more fairies that can help and assist you with this. Anyway, let's dive into the cards. We have the Mandrake and the Foxglove. So with the Mandrake is patience. So we're talking about patience, not rushing. Whatever it is, they want you to know that your time is when your time is. There is no exact moment that you need to do anything. If you feel like you want to do something, then maybe that's the right time for you. But if it's not working out, then maybe it's not your time. And just because some people are doing great in something and progressing really fast and you're not, doesn't mean that you're doing badly or that you're awful or that you're unlucky, whatever. It just means that it's not your time yet. So they really want you to know that, and they really want to help assist you with that. I also feel like you're probably people who grow up slower. Maybe you were always told that you look younger than your age, or that you feel younger. And that is the fairy energy somehow helping you be more youthful in some kind of way. For some of you, again, it's going to be on the outside. For some, it's going to be on the inside. For some, it's going to be both. So yeah, definitely let me know if you ever got any comments like that about your personality or about your looks. I'm really curious. But that's coming through very, very strongly. And that's the fairies. It's not just genes, it's the fairies that are assisting there. And it's because you're supposed to be bringing through this kind of energy. That's why they're such a dominant helper in your life. You might have other spirits that are also assisting you, but the fairies feel very dominant for you, especially if this is the first group that you picked. So remember that you're here to bring through this kind of really fun-loving, happy energy. We all are, but you definitely. And with the foxglove, identity, they're trying to help remind you of who you are. And you are who you want to be. You can be so many things. But here we kind of get, I don't want to say brainwashed, but we kind of forget when we become older. We just stop having as much fun, potentially, or we have fun in other ways, but they're not as, the fun that you have when you're a teenager or a young adult, it's not always as fun as when you're a kid. And that's why a lot of people at that age, maybe even older people, wish they could go back to being a kid, because then you're really free. You feel free, fun-loving. Well, most kids feel that, not all. But it's the time to really feel like that. That's why everyone wants to go back to then. And the fairies are there to remind you that you can still be that kid. You can still have that energy. You can, well, you'll never look exactly like that, which is probably not a bad thing, let's be honest. But you can bring that through. You can feel like that. And they're trying to help you understand that. They're trying to help you understand that you can express yourself. And just like kids, they play, they're not always, just playing, oh, I'm kid, I am me, so I'm Victoria. When I was a kid, I was like, oh, I'm a fairy. Now I'm a princess. Now I'm this, now I'm that, now I'm a teacher, now I'm all of these things. Having fun, enjoying, playing, thinking up crazy things. Imagination is a form of reality. That's what they're telling me to tell you. Imagination is a form of reality. Reality is not real. And since reality is not real, that means that imagination is pretty close. So remember that and try to kind of digest that, especially if you're someone who, even though you're watching this, you're spiritually awakened in some kind of way, but you might still be holding on to certain beliefs that you should be more serious, etc. Try to open up to playing more. Try to open up your imagination more in some kind of way, because then you'll find yourself. And you, again, is not just you, the person, the human, the name that you are. You can be so many more things. A mermaid, a fairy, a dragon. All of these things can be everything. And you can receive the energy of everything and hold on to it and spread it as well. If you wanted to, of course. The tarot that came through, Ten of Swords, Strength, Six of Cups. Ooh, the Ten of Swords. In a way, it's reminding me again of that feeling of, when we get older, when we become adults, we start forgetting, we start getting overwhelmed by life and all these things, serious things, and trying to be like that. But things just always fall apart, don't they? I mean, even the most serious people, when you actually look into their lives, they are falling apart in some kind of way. But the people who play and have fun more, well, they're having fun. Life is fun for them. They could be poor, but they're having fun. You can be super rich, super serious, billionaire. But if you're not having fun, what's the point of living? And that is what the fairies are there to show you, to help you understand that you need to have fun. You need to enjoy. Six of Cups, bring back that childhood enjoyment. go, I don't know if you can, to your home or your old home. I don't know where you live actually, but try to find try to find photos, try to find things of yours from when you were a kid, maybe things you wrote, maybe try to remember things, talk to someone who knew you when you were a child. Connect with the child that you were, because that will show you more of who you are and help you. And it will help the fairies help you more too. And I feel like they're just a great support to you. And also trying to help you understand that strength, true strength, is in the heart. It's just like the strength card. I feel like that's really why it came out. It's not about being strong, having muscles. Especially, if you're the type that goes to the gym and, is like trying to get muscles. Doesn't matter how many muscles you get. You're never gonna feel strong until you have this compassion, the true strength that is from within. Because, I've seen big men, muscular men who are scared of insects. All that muscle didn't help. You're still scared of a bug. So it's the inside, it's the inner strength that will really make you feel fulfilled, and that will really help you shine more as well. Let's look into now what they want to tell you. Ooh, we have containing multitudes, and I'm not surprised. Again, I was mentioning it before. When you're a kid, you think of all these crazy stories. I'm this, I'm that, I can be that. Yeah, I can be the grass, I can be the wind, I can control the wind. This is a thing that I used to try to do, control the wind when I was a kid and let it flow. And it might have been a coincidence, but there were times when the wind started, flowing right when I did it. But many times, of course, when it didn't. But you can become the wind, you can become a tree, you can become anything you want to be. And remember that you're not just one thing. Don't put yourself in a box. The fairies want you to understand that the more you put yourself in the box, the more you're limiting yourself, the more you're limiting your growth and your potential, and the more you're limiting your fun and happiness and joy. So accept all of these parts of yourself. And some parts are going to be super magical, fun, and, happy, all pink, light, blah, blah. But there's going to be parts that are dark. It's like having half of your clothes be, well, this is a very girly example, be super goth and dark, but then another half of your clothes be super cute and pink. You can be both. And you can also have elegant clothes. And that's just reminding me of me. I have all kinds of clothes. Is there a style? No, I just like all of them. And it's not about putting yourself into one style. You don't just have to stick to one thing. Speaking from experience, I guess they want me to share. When I was a kid, I'm sure I would have loved to express myself in all kinds of outfits. But then later on, I felt like this is my style, and then I need to stick to it, because people will, I don't know, think I'm weird if I change my style. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I was thinking that, but I was. And again, that limited me. It limited my potential of expressing myself for no reason. I guess I thought at the time I had a reason, but I didn't really. What kind of reason is that? Who cares? We also have earth pulsing. Again, confirming another thing I said, connecting you to the earth. They want you to connect more to the planet. And again, there's something about flowers. If you can get some kind of flowers, try to talk to flowers if you want. I mean, you can try. They might not answer. You might not hear anything, get anything, feel anything, but why not try? It's about trying, and it's about, having fun and imagining and playing. So spend time in nature if you can. Allow yourself to be near plants, near some kind of more natural thing, like a plant. Maybe dogs and animals can work too. But I really feel like it's the plants and the earth, the ground, the soil, and the elements. Like I was saying, I was trying to move the wind. Why shouldn't you try? Yeah, it might not work, but what do you lose? You just had some fun. Keep yourself in a high spirit where you're imagining and you're loving life. You're seeing the magic and you're continuing it and growing it in a way. We also have big picture thinking with Pleiades energy, visionary and inspired ideas. So if you're not feeling super inspired already and full of ideas, you are going to feel so inspired and full of ideas soon, especially if you start doing this, what the fairies are telling you. Inspiration is just there. It's like waiting for you to grasp it. By grasping the childhood joy, the more that you express your inner child, the more you're gonna get ideas that are not just cookie cutter and standard. They're gonna be fresh, they're gonna be new, and people are gonna like those ideas. It's not just that they're gonna benefit you. All of these ideas, they're being created for a reason. They're coming through to you for a reason. So allow these ideas to flow by allowing your imagination to flow. We also have cracked open. If you still are struggling with this, which I feel like you must be, since there's so many messages like this coming through, that you must be struggling with some kind of concept, with one of these concepts, with maybe fully being your child self. It's time to surrender to it, and it's time to crack yourself open and see why you have this issue. Like, kind of like, why was I thinking, why did I care if people would, think I'm weird if I changed my style? There's a reason there. There's a deeper reason, and when you figure it out, that's it. You only need to figure it out. Sometimes you don't even have to work on healing it. Just figuring it out and acknowledging it is enough to set you free and to set you forward. So crack yourself open, figure things out, and move forward. Move forward. I feel like that's coming through strongly. Move forward. We also have Venus here, downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed, deep insights are coming through from the heavens and the astral realm. And especially Venus, the planet of love and creativity. Of course, it's coming through in your reading from the fairies. The energy of love and creativity. Embrace it. Embrace the downloads. Start understanding things. I'm sure that you're already feeling some coming through you while you're listening to this. So allow the truth to be revealed to you and allow yourself to be light and love and just creative as much as you can. It's just so much, I don't know, I can't even express it with words. It's all energy and it's beautiful, and I hope you feel it now, or at least in the future, at some point in your life, because it's so amazing. It feels like a fountain is overflowing. It's flowing out of my my heart chakra, and it's so nice because it's filling everything else with this beautiful water that it's not water, it's love, and it's just this beautiful feeling. I hope you get what I mean, and I hope you'll feel it too. Let's bring in these two cards here. Stand in your power and oneness, be passionate about your vision and bring about positive change. So you already probably have a vision. Maybe you are lacking inspiration in it, and that's why the fairies are sending this kind of message through. So gather your inspiration, stand in your power. No matter how crazy your idea might seem to some people, it's an amazing idea because it's yours. It's coming from your creativity and imagination and from your mind. From your beautiful mind. So stand in your power and keep creating beautiful things. And oneness, look for the common in humanity and invoke the Miriam light. That Lemurian part is interesting. If you guys ever felt connected to Lemuria in some kind of way, this is a very strong indication that yes, you're from there. You have some kind of energy right now that you carry from Lemuria, and part of the creativity, it's not coming from there, but there's something there. The energy from your Lemurian side can bring through a lot of this joy and happiness, and like really connected to the earth as well, energy connected to the elements and the plants and the fairies. Look for the common in humanity, though. That's also really standing out to me. You have to understand that not everyone is gonna be ecstatic to see you super happy and creative, and some people might have some rough things to say about your ideas, but that's okay, because that's their opinion, and sometimes the things we say because of our own issues. We don't say them because in our own judgments to ourselves. We don't say it because you know we're actually judging the other person. I guess we are, but we only do it because of our own problems. So see that we're all the same, really, aren't we? We are. Everyone has their own issues. Some might seem bigger than others, but whatever your issue is, it's valid. Whatever your problem is, it's valid. It doesn't matter that there's someone, across the planet that's suffering more than you. That doesn't make your issue more valid. And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be happy. That is the craziest one of all. When people say, oh, how can you be happy when people are suffering? Well, what's the point of living then? Well, I guess they have their own point of living, but that point is not yours if you pick this group. Trust me, group 2. The last card I have for you is Autumn Ballet. Autumn leaves mean change is due. It will be exciting, but only if you allow it to happen. So you need to allow yourself to start this change where you will become younger than you ever did before. And when I speak about youthfulness, again, it's about that energy, that free energy, the imaginative energy, that, I feel like it's even wrong to call it youthfulness, but we only call it that because we associate it with children. But this energy, it will transform you and transform your life, because you'll become more creative, you'll get more ideas, and these ideas are going to be sprouting opportunities for you, and things will just keep happening. So let it happen if it's what you want. Don't if it's not. Your choice. That's just what the fairies are advising you to do. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this group number 2. Let me know in the comments if you already knew that fairies were supporting you, and if you always felt drawn to them, and they're your friends, or you wanted to be one like me. But yeah, if you're interested in the personal reading, details of how you can contact me are down below in the description. Leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, I hope you have an amazing, amazing day. I love you all. Bye. Hello, my wonderful group 3. The spirits or type of beings that are helping you are unicorns. I hope it can focus on this. I didn't have a unicorn by itself, so we're using this Pokemon Ponyta that looks like a unicorn, but it's so cute. So yes, it's unicorns. So let me know if you ever felt drawn to unicorns, or maybe you already knew that you had unicorns supporting you. I'm really curious to know about that. Anyway, what are they doing? Helping you? How are they helping you? We have Magnolia and Strawberry here, beautiful cards, but first I want to tell you what they showed me. They showed me a person jumping off of a cliff with a waterfall, but jumping into the water and diving deep. And they told me we are guiding them. We are guiding the people so that they can get through the hardest situations, the ones that feel like, a leap of faith. You're leaping literally off the cliff, diving deep down, and hoping that as you dive down, you'll find the way out, because maybe everything else is surrounded by mountains or something and you can't get out. So you have to find a way to escape from the bottom, or not escape particularly, but that's just how you continue on your journey. And what they said is sometimes you gotta go deep to move on, and sometimes you gotta walk on the earth, but it's never just one. You have to constantly be doing both. So they're helping you through these times. And of course, the magnolia is coming through to kind of support this, that they are helping you stay strong, persevere. Somehow they're sending you energy that is assisting you to keep going, even when it's tough, to make those tough decisions, even when it feels like they will fail completely. That's what the unicorn energy is helping you with. And with the strawberries, the feeling of abundance, flowing abundance through you. I feel like they bring opportunities to you when you need them. I'm not sure, some of you may have had these unicorns with you your whole lives. It's the same with all of the groups. If you've watched any of the others, you may have had these beings with you your whole lives, but they might be new guides for you, new helpers, let's say, friends. But they're assisting you with the abundance, providing people when you need them, providing things when you need them. If you need something to keep going on your journey, then they'll provide it for you. For example, if you need to travel somewhere for your mission, then they will somehow provide you the money. It could be in a weird way, or it could be just someone paying you. But yeah, they're providing opportunities and helping you to continue the cycle of abundance, because when you receive, you need to give, or when you give, you will receive something. It's a constant cycle of abundance, and they're helping you, trying to help you understand that and remember that and keep the cycle going. I think I talked about this with one of the other groups, that when for example, this is the easiest example, when you're saving money in your bank account for ages and you keep saving and saving and saving, you're just creating stuck energy. This energy needs to move. It needs to create things. It's not there to just be kept there. You need to keep it moving. So when people do that, sometimes they're accidentally making more problems for themselves by not continuing the cycle. Anyway, the tarot that came through for you as well is the Four of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the King of Swords, which is very interesting. So the Four of Wands and the Five, right one after each other. That's pretty crazy. The Four of Wands, of course, I feel a familiarity. And maybe there's been times when you felt nostalgic, or you felt some kind of presence of something that just feels like home. I feel like they're bringing a piece of energy that feels like home to you. But they also assist you to help enjoy life. And even though there's many conflicts with others, with yourself, they are helping you understand that you can overcome all of that. You can have the good, you can have the bad. Like I said, you're diving into a cliff, going down, then you have to go back up, then down, up and down. You're constantly going through different terrains, different things, different experiences, and you can get through them all. You can enjoy those family dinners that can be, full of conflicts. Or you can be in an environment where usually there's a lot of conflict, but create a lot of love. And whatever the situation is, you can overcome it, and you can get through it, and you can enjoy it, and you can be on top. It feels like part of it is an elevated consciousness. They are helping you elevate your consciousness to another level, because your way of thinking, your beliefs were very like short-sighted and like boxed but they're trying to open that for you slowly but surely. I feel like for you, they're trying to do it slowly, where you learn something here. You have this experience, you learn something here. You have that experience, you learn something here. And you're constantly growing. You're constantly becoming better, not better thinker, but getting beliefs that are serving you better in this life. Yes. Now let's check out what the message from them is. What do they want you to know right now? Ooh, stage of play. That is interesting. Maybe some of you may have also felt drawn to group 2. If you felt kind of drawn to group 2 but felt like that's not for you, it's group 3 that's for you, that might be because there's an overlapping energy there where we were talking a lot about fun, having fun, and you may have been slightly drawn to that energy because that is part of your message here. Stage of play, it's really reminding me of enjoying playing. Make sure that you are expressing yourself. Make sure that you are treating life more as a game, no matter how that sounds to you. To some of you, that might sound awful. You might tell me, oh, how could you say that? Life is not just a game, blah, 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 it's serious. Well, clearly, that's why you're watching this. Because you need to relax, chill more, and understand that, yeah, it's all a play, it's all a game, it's all a movie, whatever you want to think of it as, that's it. And have fun, create, have fun, think of crazy things, use your imagination, because your imagination will lead you to, on the path to raising your consciousness, elevating your consciousness even more. And again, you'll be helping the unicorns help you in that way, and feeling like you can talk and connect with plants, with animals, and trying to do that, understanding that, yeah, it might not work, but what if it does? What if it does work? What if things start happening? You never know. That's exciting, isn't it? Play, have fun, enjoy. Deep cellular healing. Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. I also want to note that every single group had, I think, at least 2 of these starseed deck cards, and every single one had one card that was related to either a star or a star system. And you guys got the Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. But what's coming through is they want you to start understanding that you can heal yourself. Understanding that, obviously, I'm sure you know, all of us should know, that we can heal our emotional selves. We can heal our inner selves. But because you can do that, that means you can heal your physical body. Because your physical body isn't really physical, it just feels physical, it's all energy anyway. So if you can heal the emotions, why couldn't you heal the body? What's stopping you? The only thing stopping you is your mind, is your beliefs. So again, play. Have some kind of like session where you're like imagining that you're healing yourself in some kind of way. See what happens. Like try to really believe it and be in that role. See what happens. Maybe you'll actually be healed by the end of it. That would be amazing. Or maybe you already know that and you've been working on your healing abilities. Then if you have, then keep going. But if you haven't, then maybe it's time to start messing up words now. Sorry, group 3. Feels like a lot of energy is coming through. And it's hard to articulate. And yeah, so I was trying to say that you should try to start working on the skills and abilities that you have to heal yourself, and then you can heal others too. When you figure out how to heal yourself, healing others will be like really easy. But you really have to figure the first one out first. We also have a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Keep going on your journey. Keep on going. Even if it feels like things are going slow or you're not sure if it's gonna happen, Just like with healing yourself, if you're practicing every single day to heal yourself, maybe it's not gonna happen from the first day. Maybe it's gonna not gonna happen on the second week. Maybe it's not even gonna happen in the third month. But if you keep going and slowly improve, then it will happen. It will work. And whatever it is that you want in life and that you feel like you need to go towards, just keep slowly going there, because it is happening. Things are moving. If you feel like you're going backwards, you're never going backwards. Retrogrades are the best example of this. A planet goes in retrograde. It doesn't mean that it's not moving forward. It's still moving forward. It just looks like it's going backwards. And sometimes to move forward, you gotta look like, you gotta feel like you're going backwards. It's just part of the journey. And you need to accept that if you're going through that. Anyway, the next card we have is hope, love, and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth and choose loving thoughts. It kind of feels like they want to give you a hug, like an energetic hug. And then that hug becomes like you have a warm blanket on you. That's just how I'm feeling right now. But it really feels like they want to support you. And I even have this feeling within me of the support is so strong, I feel like I'm gonna cry. Because it's so wonderful and beautiful how what they want you to understand, what they want you to feel right now. So I hope somehow now or later you can feel this energy yourself too. How beautiful it can be to feel their support. And also how beautiful it can be to recognize yourself, to love yourself. Because once you fully love yourself, you'll understand love in the best way, in the purest way. And that doesn't mean that, I don't know, it kind of feels like your opinion on love might even change, on what love is, will change once you truly understand love. And you can do that. Just keep going. Choose loving thoughts. Think positive. Ooh, that's coming through very strongly. Think positive. Use your imagination. Have fun. A situation isn't bad. You're only thinking it's bad. It can be good if you think it's good. Divine potential, fulfill your destiny and be all you can be. That is a beautiful card. And I feel like, is there even anything more I can say about it? By the way, this is like the unicorn deck, so perfect for you guys. The unicorns are coming through very strongly. Be all you can be and fulfill your divine potential. It's your time. That's what they're trying to help you do. Elevate your consciousness. Be your true self, your divine potential. Again, Cosmic Sapphire, act with honor and integrity and speak your truth. This is one of my favorite cards. I don't know why, but it's just so beautiful. And the energy itself of it is so beautiful, because the energy of truth, the energy of someone who is integral, the energy of someone real, something raw and real. It's so much better than something that's been overly processed, for example. It's kind of like when you're watching a performance of some kind. It could be comedy, it could be drama, whatever. When it's raw, when it's real, when it's delivered in that kind of way, that's like not perfect. But that's what makes it so good and so perfect. Because it's true, it's real. Unlike when you watch the ones that are super, processed, I guess. Process isn't the right word. Edited. Overly edited, scripted. Everything is, exactly the way it needs to be. But when it is like that, when we force it to be a certain way, and we don't let it be what it needs to be, and the same thing is about ourselves. That when we force ourselves to be one thing, and we don't let ourselves be what we really are, what we really need to be, things just don't feel as good. You don't like it as much. Although I'd argue there are some people that do like those kinds of things, and that shows the level of their consciousness as well. No shade for anyone, but that's just something to consider. It doesn't really matter who likes it or not anyway. What matters is that you're being yourself. What matters is that you fully express yourself. What matters is that you love yourself enough to share your own energy, to be vulnerable. Really feels like your reading is kind of like a mix of the other two. Like there's a lot of energies that both the group 1 and 2 had. So again, if you felt drawn to the other groups as well a bit, but you really ultimately picked this one first, this is why. Cocoon of white light, rest in perfect love and understand oneness. That is the next step to elevating your consciousness, isn't it? To elevating your mind and your beliefs, to understand oneness, to understand that we're all one and the same. You know, even if I say, yeah, some people like overly processed things, and there's a reason for that. It's because possibly their own consciousness is a bit, I don't want to say underdeveloped. I don't know what the right word is, so I'm not going to say anything. I guess lower. But that doesn't mean that that's bad. I'm sure that we've all been there. And we all are there. Because we are all everything. Ultimately. We are one. We are the one that creates. We are each cell of our body. And when you all take it back, we all come from the same thing. It's like two siblings. They all come from the same mother. So why fight? And does it matter that one is like this and one's like that? So understanding that will really start helping you more. And protecting yourself in some kind of way. I feel like your energy is more vulnerable right now. So trying to put shields on and clear your energy will be very beneficial for you. And just covering yourself in this cocoon. It can be a cocoon, or you can just cover yourself with white light. But calling in this light will really help assist you in clearing away some of the gunk. I feel like there's some gunk there. It needs to be cleared away. And again, some of it is like beliefs, negative beliefs, I guess, limiting beliefs. And some of it is leftovers from conflicts and issues. So just calling that light in and asking the universe and the unicorns for help will be very beneficial with that. And the last card I have for you is the Fairy Queen. Oh, what a beautiful one. When you start believing in yourself, you'll find the power and wisdom within you to bring about the desired change. So if you want to change something, believe in yourself first. Believe that you can change it, because if you try to change something but you have limiting beliefs and you don't believe in yourself or the thing that you can even do it or it will even take off, even if it does end up happening, it's not going to be as good as it could be. It's not going to be as positive as it could be. And let's be honest, there's a higher chance that it's not going to work out because you don't believe in it. You don't believe in yourself. You don't love yourself. Maybe you don't even, maybe you have insecurities. Oh, insecurities are such a big topic. But yeah, insecurities, if you have insecurities and they show in some kind of way, you're opening up for conflict to come in, for resistance of some kind to come in. But when you're confident, when you're loving yourself, that's when, there's no room for anything else. There's no room for anyone's opinion. There's no room for failure because you're sure, you're confident. And whatever, you know that whatever happens will be what's best. Yeah. Group 3, I hope you enjoyed this. I love you all. If you're interested in a personal reading, details of how you can contact me are down below in the description. And like and subscribe, comment, let me know what you thought about this. I hope you have an amazing day. I love you. Bye bye.